All right, trade pros. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the morning market update for Monday, June 24th of 2019. This is George Papazov, Trade Pro Academy. Hope you're all having a wonder bar of a day. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope everything has gone well for you, and you're ready for another day of trading opportunity area. We're in a new hotel room. Got another week or so of travel, and I'm coming back next Tuesday, so it's going to be fun. We're going to be trading throughout this whole travel trip. I'm going to trade together, and I've traded every single day, mostly other than last Friday. Guys, the Friday of Quad Witch tends to get either really crazy or incredibly calm and quiet, which is what ended up happening here this past week. All right, so today we're going to talk about the Dow. First and foremost, the S&P 500 is up 18% year to date so far for 2019, and it's the biggest first half of the year since 1997. Now that June's officially ending, we have today, obviously, the 24th, and by the end of this Friday on the 28th, the half year has completed. All right, and so far it's the hottest start or the hottest 6 months to a year since 1997. All right, in the United States, U.S. stocks trade at 17 times their forward earnings, which is quite a bit of a stretched valuation. Assuming that they hold this valuation level, gains are expected to be about 5% a year. Therefore, 30,000 on the Dow is expected to hit by 2021. All right, at this pace, the Dow could get to 20 or 30,000 even quicker. We're getting some broad gains across the board, driven primarily by Jerome Powell. All right, and the Federal Reserve's new hawkish, rather new dovish stance, which means more accommodative policy, the Federal Reserve, and lower interest rates for a longer period of time. All right, interesting news this morning as well. San Francisco is expected to become the first city in the United States to ban e-cigarettes. That's expected to happen this week. It's a temporary measure, all right, and it will be literally in San Francisco. One of the biggest e-cigarette companies operate, Juul Labs, ticker symbol JUUL. All right, highly addictive device, more addictive, some would say, than cigarettes themselves. Mark in our office used cigarettes to quit the Juul. It's a joke that we had going. It's not a permanent ban, however. This Juul ban is expected to last until the end of 2022 as the FDA starts to look at assessments and asks all these manufacturers to send in their devices for a study to evaluate health risks as a whole to this e-cigarette industry. All right, it's something that we've known that an e-cigarette is less less risky to your health than an actual full-blown combustible cigarette. However, no one's ever quantified that or done a study or has been able to definitively say, here's the situation and here's why. There are a lot of studies that are backed by different financial sources, if you will. However, there hasn't been a definitive non-biased study done that had on a large scale, and that's interesting to see. All right, so San Francisco is coming out with a first potential ban on these e-cigarettes. Watch ticker symbol JUUL, Juul. It could suffer because of this news. All right. However, full-blown cigarettes will remain legal during this time phrase or time period. Discord down, anyone? Yeah, Alan, Discord seems to be down. It's not on our end. It's the Discord platform. Seems to have just had a global outage. We're not sure what it is. All right, today in markets, Asia, Japan's up 0.1%. Hong Kong's up 0.1%. China's up 0.2%. India's down 0.1%. So we're seeing some mixed markets, but overall, not much gains or losses. Pretty much flat for the session. In Europe at midday, London's flat. Paris is down 0.2%. All right, Paris knows that we're headed there next, and so it's the markets aren't moving. We're saying we're waiting until Georgia gets here. That's definitely it. All right, Frankfurt's down 0.5%. In the futures in the United States, Dow's up 0.3, S&P's up 0.3%, Nasdaq's up the same. So some modest gains here in the United States to start out the week. Crude oil, the big winner, up 1 whole percentage point to above 58. Gold is trading up 0.7 higher to 1409. Gold's had one heck of a rally. And Bitcoin's up 2.3% to 10,878, just shy of the 11,000 marker. All right, Bitcoin's had quite a rally and quite a great 2019 so far. The big news here is this, all right, of the week. Let's review the weekly economic calendar because there's going to be some important events. We reviewed this in more depth in our Market Analysis Live webinar for all of our members. And as we look at the calendar, On Monday, today, we have nothing. Tuesday, OPEC meetings start, and Jerome Powell will speak at 1 p.m. Eastern. Data out of the Wednesday, we have some inflation. Cut out briefly, apologize. Out of the United States, Thursday, June 27th is where on the sidelines of this meeting, Donald Trump and President Xi will have talks about their trade agreement, and we'll see if we can push that agenda forward. And if we do, that'll certainly be a de-escalation, rather, of the trade tensions, and we could see some more upside in the market. If no deal is done, then we could see a lot of weakness in the S&P 500 because stocks are pricing in as if though we're going to proceed with a deal. I think a deal being made or an agreement to continue talks will be less bullish than the opposite of that, where there's no deal or no talks. Get a little bit more of a follow through, even if it is. All right. And then we're going to end off the week on G20 meetings. All right. And that's it. So we got a pretty busy week ahead. It starts to pick up tomorrow. Today it's going to be quiet. All right. And the week after or next week, we have the non-farm payrolls on Friday. We're going to have some more data out of the labor market. For now, keep the 3 rules in mind. Number 1, trade less often. Number 2, trade less size. And number 3, take profit quicker. As long as we stay with that mantra, eventually we just have to be patient. And if volatility comes in, then we have no problem taking more trades, taking bigger size, and letting some runners go or trailers run throughout the market. But at the beginning, you start with the 3 rules and you'll be prepared to tackle the market. You'll be synced up with it and ready to go. It's the Monday after quad, which tends to be a little bit slower. A lot of the volume from today has been sucked out and transacted through Friday. If you want to roll over your contracts, hedge your delta, etc., it's already been done. All right, so expect that in the markets. That's what we got for today's morning market update. Now we're going to move into the trading room, draw some trading levels, etc. I'll show you guys the view here very briefly on YouTube out of the window. My wife will not be in it. There you go. It's kind of cool. This is the town of Plovdiv. It's actually where I was born. It's that way. It's a hospital that way that I was born in. It's my birth town. Pretty cool. And there's a little peak up there that you could climb up. And we did climb it. It creates rather great picture opportunities. And that river is called Maritsa, which runs pretty much through all of Bulgaria. All right. So that's that. Well, let's get in here and open up the trading room. We got a lot of opportunity for today. I think on the long side, the retail bus is full, but we're going to take advantage of the opportunity nonetheless. Really excited to trade with you guys today. Oil is going to be pretty volatile, so let's jump in the room. Take care. Have a great day on YouTube. Trade pros in the room. Give me 1 minute and the broadcast, and I'll jump in with you. Cheers.